everybody, SuzyQue here at QueAquatics and Exotics, and today I'm taking the cover off my pond, fixing the skimmer, and hopefully setting in my waterfall permanently. And in case you didn't know, my waterfall is actually the filter. I'm gonna have to do some voiceovers because apparently the shirt I was wearing the first day showed a little too much of SuzyQue, and I'm not real comfortable with that. So I'll do some voiceovers, maybe black out some things. I was more concentrating on digging up the skimmer and getting things done than I was how I looked, and I should have been more conscious. So we'll see how the editing goes. Let's go open up the pond. And hopefully I'll get my bullfrog on film because adorable. I'm so thrilled that a frog is in my pond. It has been 40 degrees and raining for the past week. And I'm finally in beautiful weather. It might even get a little hot today, but I don't think you're gonna hear me complain. I'm taking the cover off the pond and I'm raising up that skimmer. I want to get my pond settled. If you remember, I did a makeshift of the filter. I just temporarily put the waterfall there because that is my filter and I needed the pond filtered. But it's just resting on some things with the hose going straight into the pond. So hopefully I will get the pond ready to open today. All right, so stay tuned and I'm gonna start taking off the cover. Okay, so I got the bridge off. I got the first layer of those helicopters off, but they're all inside all the rocks. So as soon as I fill water up, it's going to be inundated. So I stopped doing that. I'm going to try to pull the pump out. Now keep in mind, I put the pump surrounded by foam in a net bag just in the middle of the pond. So it's, I'm sure it's covered with gunk by now because I did that, what, 6 weeks ago. Hot. I said I wasn't going to complain about hot. I'm not complaining. So I'm going to pull that out and try to divert the water outside the pond to drain the water down below. I'm not removing the fish. I don't think I have enough places to put all these fish. I don't even want to touch my camera anymore. It's so disgusting. If you come over here, so the pump didn't get too clogged up because it didn't come out of the foam box until I started pulling on it. But this foam box has so much sludge. It's an old foam filter I just made into a box. Put the pump inside the foam and then the net on it to act like a portable skimmer almost, so that my pump didn't clog up. So now I'm going to pump some of the water out. So I put this little quick connect on my carbon blocker so I can take off the carbon blocker and put on my hose end super quick because I don't want to run all the water through the carbon blocker if it's not going in where fish are. I'm going to do the same to the basket because that is not my biomedia. I'm so happy we finally got a break in the weather. I didn't think I was going to be able to open my pond. Yeah, it's got a rubber bottom. It was a part of a filter. Yeah, if I don't get the skimmer finished today, I'm going to have to set this up as a filter because my pond will need a filter. So now I got to stick a hose on here and pump the water out. Okay, so now I'm going to connect this hose to my pump and I'm going to see if I can use the dirty water coming out of the pond to clean the stones around the pond as I'm draining it. So this pump has probably been set up for the same amount of time. So I'm glad I put foam around it because this would have been clogged up every 5 seconds. So I'm going to rinse this off now. Here's the pump that was in my 3-tiered, but I'm going to use this to drain the pond. Done. So I've drained it this far. We probably have 1.5 2 feet, but it's only, as you can see, only like 3 feet by 3 feet, so I gotta be pretty darn quick. And here's the skimmer. I thought I'd be able to pull it right out, but I'm gonna have to dig all around it. And I see I got some rocks down here, so I'll tear all this down. Put these two underneath it, and hopefully that'll be enough to raise it up. So quiet. Look at that. Oh, look at the other side. Well, John suggested we put the carbon blocker on the power washer and power wash the rocks. And it seemed to work very well. Since we power washed all the rocks, all that algae's in here. So what I'm doing is, as we're filling it up through the carbon blocker, I also added safe. I'm taking some of the muckiest from the lowest level out. So we raised the skimmer probably about 4 inches. It's level, and now we're going to start filling it up again. Can you see that? I put some moss over there by the waterfall. I've been digging it up at work, getting it from friends. I'm thrilled about the moss. And let me plant a couple more things. For Mother's Day, I got a lot of annuals. And I got some perennials. Oh yeah, I got some creeping Jenny. So I'm going to plant some stuff around the pond. But I have to wait for the bridge to be finished first. So let's go check out the filter. Okay, I'm going to try to turn it on. I hope there's enough water to... We'll find out soon enough. If it starts gurgling, it's not quite enough water. Dum da da da. Let's hope we get the waterfall. No, not quite enough yet. Another inch. I have to do another inch of water. It's draining out of the skimmer faster than it's going in. Okay, we're going to try this again. Hopefully the pond has enough water in it. Keep the filter going. All is falling. And the skimmer's skimming. Well, that's a beautiful sound. I'm hoping in the morning this will be clear. More clear? You're shit, same time I am. We're gonna go outside and check out the pond.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you for so long. I met you in the staring at my walls and talking to myself now and then. I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being away from you. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you for so long. I met you in the I met you in the not that much. Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge?